dokie. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah?
We're live.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Happy Sunday.
Sunday. I am ready as well.
She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready. I wonder if Puppet gets like a new profile, like a new login. Would that help?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, a new profile? Maybe.
Or like maybe a new login, because I don't know if it's tied to your computer or to just like your login in general. That this keeps happening, because you and Frankie are on the same. Oh, I'm sorry. You and Taz are on the same internet, right?
Yeah. I looked it up like a while ago. Let me see. Calls? Yeah, I'll have to look into it. It might be a driver thing or like a... I don't know. I'll look into it. Again. I did like a while. I've done it twice. Like the first time it started happening and then again last fall or something like that. And each time it was like I did everything they told me and it still happened. So hate that.
Ooh.
Boo. Okay, let's do it.
And we are starting in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Game Raven Review podcast. I'm your host, Sam, and as I am every week, I am joined by some very talented individuals as we discuss the world of indie games. For this week's podcast, we are talking about games developed by women. But before we get into any of that, I would like to tell you who I have with me this week. Starting off with Taz, who is our Twitch team lead. Taz, how are you?
I am freaking fantastic. How are you?
I am doing all right here on this recording Sunday.
Good. You better.
Small threats to do better. Oh, man.
Better or else.
Oh.
You better feel better. I hope you have a good day. Or if
Right.
not.
You know what, pal? I hope you have a great day. I hope everything that you want comes to pass. I think that was a threat, but thank you.
Just start giving compliments in like the most angry tone ever.
Right. It's just aggression for no reason. Thank you. I hope I do too.
Thank you.
You have a good day as well. Also with us is Puppet, who is our editor-in-chief. Puppet, how are you?
I'm good. I'm here. Yeah, I'm good.
Better be.
You better be. I follow this account on Instagram called Ominous Positivity, and it has wonderful posts like that where it's like aggressive kindness. It's great.
Take my compliment, why don't you?
Yes, right?
Oh, man. So, thank you both for joining me this week, and we'll be right back to what we've been playing. See you there. Oh, kitty cat.
Cat.
All right. And 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the Game Raven Review podcast. And in this segment, we're going to be talking about what we've been playing. I'm very self-evident. Basically, we talk about what we've been playing for the last week or so. I have kind of played nothing. I bought a Switch, so yay.
Yay.
But I pretty much played nothing on it. thank you, Amazon, for giving me a game disc or game cartridge that didn't work. Appreciate you.
Dang.
Yes.
Wait, what? What happened? How does that happen?
I bought I guess, a return maybe? I don't know. Basically, it was an Amazon game of the Mario Kart 8 that when I put it into my Switch, pretty much kind of didn't crash the Switch, but pretty much gave me an error at first. I thought the Switch was bad. Again, I bought my Switch off of the eBays, taking risk in life, And I was like, oh man, the Switch must be bad. Shaking fist to sky. Then I called GameStop. I was like, hey, can I come in and test out my Switch? And they said, sure. They're not busy. So I go there, and it seems to be the game cartridge itself having an issue because their Switch also couldn't play it.
Oh.
I have to return that game over good old Amazon's, and hopefully they will give my money back so I can kind of buy other games, because I still believe in physical copies of games. Yes, I am old. Yes, I know digital is better, yada, yada. At the same time, though, I'd rather have something that is in my hands that I can always own. And if my Switch were to crash or something else were to crash, sure, I can get that back. But I also just have that physical copy whenever I want it. Also, if I lose that, then I also can't get it back. So that also is pluses and minuses of having a physical copy.
It's definitely a double-edged sword.
It is, for sure. There was one time. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying, going on a flight, and you get a connecting flight. It's like, did I leave my? Oh, I left it in the little rest thing. That's gone now.
And that's gone now.
That is the worst. Yes, I wanted to play Animal Crossing at some point and could not find my cartridge anywhere. I don't think we found it still.
Yeah, I bought you a new one.
Yeah, Taz was so kind and bought me a digital version of it, and I was like, okay, well, never going back now. Because I lose things all the time, so.
Yeah, that's, again, pluses and minuses, pros and cons. You gotta make pros and con lists, kids, about things that you do and don't want to have.
Right. But if I had an actual library, like a shelf, or a dedicated place for all the games, it is fun to have that in your house where you can sit there and look at all the games,
Look at me, look at all the games I've acquired over the years that hopefully don't have scratches or anything on them.
Right.
That's also the worst about non-digital media. It's like, hey, did that disc have a scratch on it? Nice.
Speaking of which,
BioShocks. Is
I know, but that's right next to you down in the corner of the basement, so nobody can see it except for you, so it doesn't count.
There's literally a shelf behind you.
That's for books.
Okay.
That is a bookshelf, not a game shelf.
It's for all the books that I've read throughout my life.
Oh.
Like Redwall and Little House on the Prairie and Harry Potter and
Little House on the
Twilight.
Prairie.
Oh, Little House on the Prairie, yeah. Winnie the Pooh.
Classic.
Also, Tolkien. What else do I see there? Oh, Game of Thrones, obviously.
You never getting those last books, by the way. Never getting those.
Never.
Right though? Okay.
He's too busy doing better things like Elden Ring.
No. Except for it keeps crashing, so.
It's like,
I fixed it. I had to verify game files and then re-download drivers, but I got it going, so it's fine.
Hey yo.
It makes you appreciate the game more when you have to work for it.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Elden Ring, Taz, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Elden Ring.
Ooh.
Been playing Elden Ring. It's been great. Updates up the ante. It's crazy, and a lot of people are talking about this, but Elden Ring has done something we haven't really seen in a while, and that is released a full finished game without single-player game without microtransactions, and it's been amazing. Plus, they put out 20 gigs of content that include buffs and fixes and things like that, and nerfs and whatnot, and balances, but also including just story content for free. Like, hey, there's another development here in the world. Boom, there you go. New NPCs, new quest lines, There you go. For free. Didn't have to pay a cent. What a concept. Also, within like a month of its release. So I think AAA developers should kind of keep that in mind whilst they're watching the growing indie world and their single player games, as well as fellow strictly single player developers put out perfectly finished games without making false promises and having you pay $20 for a different shade of green on your clothes. It's all out there. You just have to find it. You have to earn it. Back to old school gaming of like, oh, I have all the gear. Why did you pay for it? No, I earned it, you sucker. I'm not gonna pay money for that. So it's been great. It's been a great experience. It kind of brings me back to my childhood of when games were like that. But it's been great. So far, so good.
Or you could be like Nintendo and make people pay and work for it.
No.
No.
Breath of the Wild.
No. Because you paid $10 for a motorcycle.
Yo, I worked hard for that motorcycle, okay?
You had to pay to earn it.
Yeah, and that Master Sword quest, I will never forget that. That is my greatest accomplishment as a gamer. Forever, I will hold that. Oh, and finishing Cuphead. But I didn't really do that. Taz did that, and I was just along for the ride.
My back still hurts from carrying that game.
Also, I guess for you guys, I see we talked about it last week a little bit. The quote unquote leaked title is now, I guess, maybe more leaked for the Breath of the Wild 2. Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it's again, if it is a true leak, I guess it's kind of a weird title, Breath of the Wild Duality.
Oh.
Which some people say that is kind of how we spoke about, where you get to play as Link and Zelda, maybe, because duality and all that. Okay, that's fine. Cool. I hope it works.
I just hope they do it well, because that games with that kind of system or that kind of gameplay don't always feel like, they always feel like spin-offs. They don't feel as grounded. You know what I mean? I can't think of a good example, but if it was like actually no, we've seen a little bit of gameplay, so it can't be like Plague's Tale or other games like that where you're like, or Two Brothers, where you play as like both characters at the same time. They did it well with Assassin's Creed Syndicate, where you play as twin assassins, and each mission requires a specific twin. In the open world, you can play as whichever one you want. So if they did something like that, that'd be sweet. But I hope it doesn't feel like Zelda puzzle-y. I want it to be kind of grounded and hardcore for a big Breath of the Wild game, especially if you're the first chance to really play as Zelda. I don't want it to be some kind of side mission thing. I want to really play as her whenever I want.
Yeah, or I think I would like it if it was like The Witcher a little bit, so you see her story that's kind of separate, you know? That would be cool.
That would be cool. And you still see a lot of action. She just still kicks butt, you know, here and there.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
I'll make a hard and easy claim that Nintendo would do none of this work. And you will be palette swapping like Mario and Luigi in like Super Mario Land. Where, yes, you can play as Zelda, who is just Link with like a different haircut.
I mean, they do kind of look the same.
I know,
in that trailer, that announcement trailer, they kind of wore the same things.
Again, there you go. So again, yes, you can play as Zelda, who seems to go just like
with a higher pitched voice.
Yeah, it's like I've heard that woman speak before. I'm pretty sure she can say words, unlike our boy Link. Those scrubs. Again, hope that works out. Hope it goes well. Again, I have a Switch now, so I can play it and not have to like steal my friends. So yay!
Yay!
Hey! Yay!
And speaking of games and stealing from friends, I don't know. Puppet. What have you been playing?
Excuse me, what? No, just kidding. It's called borrowing, okay?
Yes, exactly. Borrowing with an extended time period.
Right. I'm pretty sure I might still have a couple games from friends that I've borrowed. Yes. Anyway, what have I been playing this week? Literally nothing, which is amazing for me. My sister, if you know her, Little Force Faye, who is also a Raven here, who is also a streamer for us, recently moved in with us into our basement. So we've been helping her this week, and I helped her set up her can't talk all of a sudden. What does she call it? The Little Forest Fae layer. She calls it the layer down there. And I'm super proud of it. And I can't wait for you guys to see it when she streams because it's super cute. There's like fairy lights, and I found this cute like ribbon thing that looks like little leaves, and like it's so fun. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. Not really playing a whole lot of stuff, just because, you know, sometimes weeks happen and you're just so tired you can't play anything. Sam, I know you don't know what I'm talking about at all, ever.
Don't. I play all the games, never get tired or depressed, always up and at 'em. I never sleep. I just, 24 hours, I'm just awake, doing everything I can.
Yeah, it's amazing to me. Like Taz, like you're one of those people who can just like play games and that's how you rest. But for me, I just like, you know, it just feels like too much. And so anyway, I've been Pokemon Cafe Remix has been great because it's literally mindless and you can put it down anytime and forget about it and then come back and be like, oh yeah, I was doing that. Anyway, there you go. That's me.
It's so funny because like we'll get up in the morning leisurely. I've been like getting up on my manga lately, and I finally got to the Tokyo Ghoul manga, but I've been reading a lot of Junji Ito, horror manga author and illustrator. In bed casually in the morning, reading horror, and then I'll hear the Pokemon Cafe remix is like music. Because she like looks at me as she like turns it on, slowly turns it up. So I'm just listening to this cute, adorable music while I'm watching people like turn into spirals and whatnot. It's crazy. It's hilarious.
It's gotta be a weird experience. But the music in Pokemon Cafe Remix is freaking amazing. It's so good. All of it. It just makes me so happy. It's a great way to start the day.
Manga and tunes. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you both for your answers of what you've been playing for the past week or so, or reading also, and Breath of the Wild news. You know, we filled out a segment. We filled out a segment. So yay. And we'll be right back with our question of the week. See you on the other side. I'm also buying the mangas.
Oh yeah?
Well, thank you for reminding me of that. I actually have to send a message to a seller because I bought something like a week ago and it hasn't shipped yet. And I'm like, wait, I want my manga though.
Oh no.
My money is, I want my product. Yeah.
Did you see my post? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Did you see my post in the voice chat text?
How's the cat?
Okay, above the cat. Yes, everybody should read.
This. I did watch some of it. I didn't finish it.
Oh, how far did you get?
I know the concept. This is the like Shikigami kind of guy or whatever, weird man who saves the life of a girl who like dies from a car. Some business. Is that the one?
Oh no, she saves him. He turns out to be a god. She gets her body and soul split.
That's it. Yeah.
And she keeps falling asleep and her soul comes out of her. And then...
As you do.
Yeah, as you do. Yes, the first half of the first season is kind of slow, but then, whoa, so much happens. It's so good. Anyway. And I heard that the manga is really good.
Yeah, I don't think I got to the second half. I don't think. Because it's also been some time ago. Because I remember seeing, like, oh, this seems fun.
Yes. And I want them to make a third season, and it's Studio Bones that did it. But they,
awesome.
you know, yeah, But they've been so distracted with everything else, and since the manga sales were so much lower than they anticipated. Also, that series is written by a woman, so please support women authors. Also, I just love it. It's my favorite anime ever.
Ever?
Ever. Yato.
I will give that another chance, or at least continue to. I'm going to start back from the beginning because as you heard, I was somewhat familiar. I'm like, hey, it's that thing. You know, the thing, that. The scarf and the hair was what got me. Oh, yeah, I've seen this scarf and hair combo before. Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of like pictures and like memes and stuff. But I don't think people actually watch it. Like, I don't know. I'm like, you guys, you gotta watch it. It's like SAO kind of, like people just think it's a certain way, and then you actually start watching it and you're like, whoa, this is actually really good.
I watch season.
You just have to get through. Yeah, you're okay.
Listen. When you come to me with guy who's like, why'd you do this? I don't know. Like, excuse me? I went through this whole journey and you give me okay, yeah. Cool. Don't worry about it. I got you. Wasted all my summer watching you. Yeah. No, that's fine.
Shame on you.
Yeah. Oh, you have more seasons? That's good. Oh, I hope someone enjoys them. 'Cause not gonna be me, Kirito, and your heart problems or whatever, and look in that world for a while in your harem of women. And sister, which I just ooh. Yeah.
Who's not his sister?
I'm sorry, right? Cousin or whatever it is. Like, what is it? What is their familiar relation?
Stepsister?
Yeah, that's
is this okay?
He doesn't know that he's actually got adopted. I think.
What?
Yeah.
Spoilers.
It's
right.
It's season 2. It's Gundale.
Okay.
I think.
Isn't the movie coming out? They don't have a movie coming out.
So they have already a movie on Hulu, which is canon. So watch that. And then it goes into Alicization, and then its new movie, which is about Asuna and her starting story of
prequel.
Yeah,
I guess.
It's a prequel, which I can't believe we missed. That's why we need to see the Jujutsu Kaisen movie before it leaves, because it's taking forever to go from theater to streaming services. It was out in December, and Jujutsu Kaisen's only out until the end of March, so we're gonna see that tomorrow.
There's the newest season, so season 2 of Jujutsu doesn't come out until next year, so I guess we have some time.
Oh, wow. Well, Origami has more depth of character than SAO. Way more depth of character.
What?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Okay, Kirito versus Yato. Okay, Yato is way more interesting than Kirito is.
That's a lie.
Power scale right now. Who would win the fight? Come on. Who wouldn't?
Yato. He's a freaking god.
He's a god.
But also, he's a god of war. And he has quite the past. And he's not perfect, whereas Kirito is like so bland because he's just the perfect male protagonist.
Oh my god.
Whereas Yato, it's like, is he the antagonist? Is he the protagonist? I don't know.
Man.
Intrigue.
Must be nice to be a god and not die and live forever when you're stuck in a video game.
No, he can. No, he can. If people forget him, if he has no followers, he dies.
Yeah, that's why he's cleaning toilets for everybody, so he can stay relevant. It's like a content creator from the 20 aughts, trying to stay relevant where they die. That's super interesting.
Yeah, no, it's real. It's a real struggle.
There's like 4 characters.
What do you? No, there's not. There's so many characters. What are you talking about? We have a whole wall of all the characters.
Whatever.
Fight.
Hey Sam, now you have to watch it, and we need a report from you as to whether or not.
Than SAO?
Yes.
Does it have any 5 episodes of me watching children fumble around having adult relationships?
No.
And then fighting a child that's an AI, or getting married for some reason, like 15, 16, whatever.
Right.
And I'm sitting around like, what? Why am I still watching?
No. They're all adults. Except for
the girl.
Yeah. They're all. The girl is
She's in high school, dog.
She's entering college.
Like most anime, I mean, an anime character in high school isn't out of the ordinary anyway.
Right.
Do I get AI girl who is now calling these two strangers mommy and daddy in like some kind of rover or hover? What is that something called? Like in whatever it is, like we put her in like a camera. It's like, oh
Yeah,
mom,
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
a
see you
drone.
now. A drone.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I love Yuri.
sure, Yuri's fine. Yeah, sure. I just like it's a lot of responsibility to put on like 15-year-olds. But I guess that gets away from you saying, oh, someone's pregnant. Oh, you also don't get, do I get creepy grown man staring at unconscious woman saying I'm going to be adopted to the family to marry this woman? Do I get that?
Oh, that was so great. Yeah, there's some
Mhm.
like rapey moments in SAO that I'm not super fan of, but
Well, do I also get, because I don't know if this ever happened, like do I get strange conversation with said woman's parents or girl's parents because she's not an adult? Of like, hey, I'm the boy who married your daughter in like this digital world, and like we have a child, as you see on my iPhone. Could you like let us still date each other? I guess is that the thing? Can we still do that? No. Why are you looking at me strange, parents of said woman?
oh my
Yes,
gosh, I never thought about that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we got married. Yeah, I'm younger than her. That's fine. I mean, age is nothing but a number, right?
My character is like 20 something.
Right. I did like that part of the SAO in the beginning where it's like, you're not a girl. You're not 15. It's like, yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Some of you all deserve to be stuck in.
Yeah, some
Not
of
to
you
die,
deserve it.
just to be stuck. Not dying, just stuck. Just stay here. You're in timeout. Or like
You're in timeout.
a little bit. Just
You will
exposed.
die if you leave. Yes. Wow. I love that during our podcast, like the three of us, like usually talk about like anime
Yeah.
or
why can't-
Pokemon somehow. We just have an entire conversation about it in the middle of the podcast. Like I almost want to make a segment.
Anime.
We talking
Bonus.
anime. Right.
Bonus
What have you been
anime.
watching?
Like, what have you been watching?
Oh man.
How's
Spring-
Pokemon going?
Eh.
What's your opinion this week?
Those frames were dropping in the Violet Scarlet trailer. I need better frames. Well, we already talked about it. I also want to be able to fight whoever I want to fight. I do not want you to stall me behind. You can't get past this bridge because you're not strong enough. Like, no, I want to fight the last boss right now. I want to take me and my chili pepper dinosaur crocodile thing.
Wait, what
Really?
the hell?
Adorable.
What the hell are you talking about? I
He's
missed
an
it.
apple.
I missed
No,
it.
he's not. He's a chili.
What?
I-
No, he's not.
I missed the
Oh my
segue.
God.
What happened? I straight up
Oh,
missed it. What are you
Pokemon
talking
Violet
about?
and Scarlet. Because, okay, so as you guys have played, Arceus or Arceus, whatever, Arceus is not coded by Pokemon as being an open world game, right?
Yeah.
But Scarlet and Violet, however, has been explicitly told is an open world game.
Got it.
Oh, interesting.
Meaning, I want to take my level 5 chili pepper dinosaur crocodile.
He's not
Got
a
it.
Chili-
chili pepper. Why do
He's
you
a he's a fire type.
Got
He
it.
literally looks like a chili pepper.
I
Top
know,
of his
but
head
no.
is the green. It's green. It's supposed to look like a chili, and that's why he has that tail.
No,
This is
it's
a chili.
yellow. It's.
No, it's green.
Oh my God, he does look like a pepper.
He's a fire type.
What's his name again?
Fui
Coco. Yeah,
Coco.
Fui Coco, which is
'Cause
fire
the-
crocodile.
because I'm in love with the Coco. It's like, oh, that's true.
You know what? I'm on Team Sam now. I'm on Team Pepper. I think he looks like a pepper now. Wow. I thought he was an apple.
No,
No, we already had that.
he's a chili. But yeah, I want to take him and just go up to the to the Elite Four, whatever equivalent is, and be like, no, fight me right now. You have no honor if you don't fight me. Fight me right now. Do it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, okay, now I'm there. Like,
it's
realistically,
Breath of the
you can
Wild.
go all the way to the antagonist or what have you immediately.
I should be able to bust inside whoever team
yeah.
universe, whatever their name is gonna be, and just be like, hey, who's your boss? Bring him out here.
Who's your boss?
I don't care about your Golbats and your Houndooms or whatever you guys have. Like, just I want to be able to swing on anyone I see and have no one like. I don't want a guy like on a bridge saying, you don't have the badges yet, can't get over here. That's not open world. I want to be able to walk to wherever I want to. If I get wrecked, I get wrecked. That's my choice. But I want to see. But I want to see like the speed runners. Like if you're a speed runner, you should be able to be like, yo, I'm taking my weed cat, and I'm going over here. Gonna train up to level whatever, and then fight everybody with just that one Pokemon and tell me that I can't.
I'm taking my weed cat. Okay.
Better stay on all four legs. Swear to God.
Right?
It's not. You know it's not. It's
better.
the only one on four legs. It's the only one that's on four legs.
It's just gonna be Leafeon at that point. Like, come on.
No, it should be more
Leafeon.
like one of the starting beasts, or one of the legendary beasts. It should look more like that.
Yeah, that's true. You guys, I just realized that the three of us, like, we are these starters.
Am I the duck? Can I be the duck? I want to be the
You're the chili pepper, my dude.
Also, I want to see what that thing looks like. Like,
Right? Is it gonna be a giant pepper?
because it has to be like it's a crocodile. I'm like, that could be it. You could just say Like I said, Matt is a bad translation. It's a dinosaur. Give me the dinosaur. Do it now.
Dinosaur. Right.
Yeah, that's not a crocodile. Nah. You just, crocodiles are just small dinosaurs. Yeah.
But with that, it would be like similar
Chickens.
to. It would be similar to a Leafeon. That would look more like a fire type Totodile's evolution.
See, that's kind of. I want it to be something menacing though. Like as cute as they are, and they're very cute, and that's how you're supposed to look. Because you're a baby. You get to your teenage, that second evolution where you look kind of awkward. Then you get to your, adult stage where I don't know, like I want them to look cool. Like I just don't want to come out of this and being like, they were kind of like, was it Samurott? But like Samurott 1 and 2, like second evolution is great. Then all of a sudden it gets on all fours. I'm like,
I know.
Like, why aren't you some kind of samurai looking thing? Because that would be like that's what I thought we were going. Like, make him like what was the bird from Sun and Moon? Oh, that was not Sun and Moon. Rowlet, like Rowlet's final evolution.
Yeah.
Like he has like a little hoodie and things, like an archer. Like, oh, that's cool. He's like that Green Arrow or like Robin Hood or something. Like having, I don't know, like Samurott is like, all right, this is cool. Why are you on a force now though? Like
You're right.
Maybe you want to. I don't know. But anywho, yes, Pokemon talk because we love Pokemon here. And one day,
oh my gosh,
it won't be so sad.
We digress.
Hey, hi Autumn. Hi Autumn.
Hi Autumn. Hey yo. Okay.
All right. So
that was quite
we have question of the week. Right. Question of the week. How do you feel about Pokemon?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Pokemon?
Oh man.
Is it an apple or a chili?
What are you like? Is it black and blue or white and gold? Kids remember that one.
Old school.
It was black and that was what?
It was definitely white.
Was
and
it?
Gold. 100%. I don't know. You guys are all crazy.
Just gaslight us to be like, no, no, you're wrong.
Oh, that actually would be funny. Like, I guess not funny, but like it'd be like a kind of funny thing to do with friends. Like we all just say it's the other thing. Like they think it's white and gold, say it's blue and black, blue and black. But I think it's white. No, just say it's blue and black. It just confuses them. It's like, wait.
Well, like Puppet's been doing an interesting trick lately. When someone's late to an event, she'll be like, all right, pretend they're not there.
Don't give secret.
And they're not watching. This is all just hyperbole.
Hey, it's
fake.
a secret with us
Twitch
and 5
acting.
people.
We're Twitch acting right now.
We're Twitch. Sam, you got some great one-liners this morning. I love it. You're on a roll.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, wait. Okay. Back to the podcast, though. Back to the podcast.
Okay.
Podcast. All right. In 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the Game Raven Review podcast with our segment Question of the Week. Every day in our Discord, we ask a question to our followers just to kind of see where their heads are at. And if you would like to join our Discord, please go to GameRavenReview.com and a link to our Discord will be right there for you. And the question I pulled out for this week is, Do you think you would play more games if you had them on a laptop or other mobile device? Puppet, I know you do have a laptopo. Do you
So-
think? Oh, yes, laptopo. That's official words. Oh, uh, so do you believe that you would play more games if you had a laptop or a mobile
Okay.
device?
So the thing is that I only have those things. So I feel like this question was more so for those who are fortunate enough to have actual PCs. Literally all of the systems that I play on the regular are ones that I can take places. So like the Switch, phone games, as Bertuzak says, and then my laptop. I played Valheim in bed for like ever. So literally that's the only way a game is if I can, you know, bring my game somewhere with me. Cause I can't sit at a desk for very long. Like it's impossible for me. I can't sit anywhere for very long. Just ask Taz. It's impossible to watch a movie with me. Because I have to pause it every 10 minutes to, I don't know, get up and do something. I'm not sure what, but something. Anyway, so that's my answer. The answer is there is no other way to game, in my opinion.
All right. And Taz, I believe that you have or on the waiting list for the Steam Deck, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So again, it kind of goes to you as well. Someone who, again, I believe also has a Switch and things of that nature, also getting a Steam Deck. Do you believe that that would make you play more games?
See, I'm taking this question as like, would I play more games on the go, right? Like, I've done laptop gaming. It's a hassle in terms of like where you go places. I've done laptop gaming on a 24-hour bus trip, on a 4-hour plane ride. It's a lot. It's just clunky. It's just, you have to fold it. It's a whole thing, especially if you like forget your mouse and you're stuck gaming with, you know, WASD and the touchpad here. Sucks. Freaking sucks. It's awful. So I guess between the two, if I would take my games portably, definitely the phone, definitely mobile games, because cloud-based gaming, bigger full games coming out on mobile, more so than in the last 5 years, has definitely developed a lot. You can play Graveyard Keeper, Stardew Valley, full games, right? Full games that you can find anywhere else on a console, PC, what have you. With just the added, you know, and they have touchpads, like designed similar to a controller. But if you don't want to do that and you want to spend a little extra money, a lot of third parties have built this simple fold out, put it into your phone, and then they're full buttons connected by Bluetooth. Boom, there, done, easy peasy. Sure, the screen's a little tiny, whatever, but it's a lot better than lugging around a laptop everywhere just to play your game. So I think between the two, definitely mobile device for sure. Bring an extra battery pack, done. But of course, we have devices like the Switch and Steam Deck, to where it kind of, you don't have to. But if I want something that's just in my pocket, because I can't put those things in my pocket, I have to carry them around. But a phone is just nice and snug right there. So, mobile gaming all the way.
All you need is some cargo pants and a dream. Put
I miss
anything
cargo
in your
pants.
pocket.
I miss cargo shorts.
Like, I'm sure your Switch could fit in like a cargo pocket. Put like the Joy-Cons in one pocket, like the screen in another. There
you go.
Maybe a few games in another side pocket.
Mm-hmm.
One thing they put, like, I think it's for like cigarettes, whatever. That I don't know if they still have those pouches and pans. But like, you can put like Switch games in that pocket.
There you go. Easy.
My dress has pockets today.
It should.
Yay.
I remember being like child back. That seems like a bad design.
You know why they do that?
I don't.
This is why, because they want us to buy purses. That's why.
That's what I figured. Yeah, clutches and all.
Yep.
I'm like, just get pockets. Like whoever is that smart person who's gonna put pockets in like dresses. I'm like, yeah, you do that. You get all the money. Person who makes pockets in dresses. Maybe even yoga pants, maybe. I don't know. But like,
oh yeah, love my yoga pants with pockets. By the way, Costco has some great ones right now, ladies.
Costco.
Yes, or men. You know. Taz, you can borrow my leggings.
And I would rock them too.
You know, wants to wear leggings, you can. Just make sure you pick the right size. Because if you pick the wrong size, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary.
I know, I was like very binary just then. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, small story with Sam, where Sam was a supervisor at this place you might know of, like Netflix. And there was this girl who was in leggings, and you're like, oh, okay, sure, it's Sunday, I guess you can wear like casual clothing or whatever. So like, cool, that's fine. Sadly, you know, let's say she was a medium, she bought like an extra small.
Oh no.
And if you don't know about the leggings, peoples, leggings become pretty much stockings after a certain point of size difference. And yeah, we all got to see where her son came from. And yeah, no underwear underneath. And it was one of those like, hey guys, so you kind of have to go home. And of course she made a little bit of a stink of like, why do I need to go home? I'm like, because I can see your vagina. Like, yeah, because after a while it was like, because we can all see it. Like, it's not even like kind of, like we can all see it. Just like, again, you can come back, but please go home. So again, lesson: if you would like to wear leggings, just make sure you know your size, please, or wear underwear. Like, you have options. Please, just for me. But also about this question. I also have a gaming laptop, which I have tried to use like in the wilds. And I'm sure Puppet knows about this as well. Like when you start playing games on this gaming laptop, like, yeah, you might be on a plane, but there's another plane inside the plane, which is called your laptop, where those fans are kicking up a storm, sounding like a 747. Like just, and it's that weird moment of like, hey, you know, just gaming on my laptop, ha 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 ha. Hopefully no one cares about this, you know, loud noise happening right next to them, and probably also causing some kind of heat to come up. It makes it a little bit warmer as well. It just wasn't as pleasant, right? Like it was one of those like I wanted to play, but then also the outlet didn't work for me where I was sitting.
Oh.
But again, it's just the gaming laptop. Would it make me play more games? I think the Switch and like the Steam Deck are better suited for that, because again, it doesn't come off one as being so clunky, as Taz put it, where I have to get this, like for my laptop, right? We have like that big brick, because again, it's a gaming laptop, it needs more power. So you have that big brick you have to carry around with you, and also your laptop. While if you have your Switch, you just need a USB-C, and I'm pretty sure the Steam Deck is probably gonna be the same thing, where you just need a USB-C and an outlet, fine. Like that just makes that a lot better. A Switch you can break down as well and have it in your pockets, honestly. If you want to do that, and if you have digital games, you don't even have to worry about that little side pocket that you don't use for cigarettes, because that's bad for you kids. And so you just have all your games on your Switch. And for the most part, if they're single player games, you don't need to be online. Don't worry about that part of it either. And for me, again, would it make me play more games? Yeah, I like the Switch. I'm somewhat, is that just the right word? I don't know. Like, I am curious on how this will go. Sure. I also looked at the Steam Deck once and I was like, yeah. Like, maybe. But for me, it's like, I don't have enough time to sit down and invest in another $400 console. Be like, am I going to play this? Like, no, seriously. Am I going to play this? Value the $400 I just spent. Because I think that's the smallest Steam Deck. I think it's like $399. Where it's like, yeah, I have the Steam Deck that I just have been sitting here with for a year and used maybe 4 times. for me
Yeah.
to play more games. It's more like I wish I had more time to do anything, including gaming. But yes, if I had the time, I think it would help. Like you said, if you're on a trip, well, let's be honest, on the toilet. It's like taking that was a big part of the Vita, where you could play your PlayStation, play the same games on your Vita as it would your PlayStation 3 or whatever it was at the time. Like that. That was the draw of it. Like, yo, I can take my Switch anywhere. You mean anywhere, anywhere?
Mm-hmm. Well, the Wii U, same thing.
Yeah, I guess you could, yeah. But you couldn't take the Wii outside of your house, could you? You take the Wii U like that tablet outside of your house?
I don't know, actually. I don't. Yeah. Lil Force Faye has one. I should ask her. I think so. Maybe. That is a great question.
Because you could.
I didn't get to play it, so it was after my time.
Like I played the Wii a few times. The Wii U came out. I was like, okay, that's nice. And then Switch came out. I was like, oh, that's really nice. Oh, good job, Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, show me all those HD rumbles as you can feel like the different shakes do different things. Like, yeah, okay. With the games at Nintendo, with the games.
Oh, it says the Wii U. Oh, sorry. The Wii U is a portable gaming system, and unlike the Nintendo DS, the controller isn't meant to be played outside the house or away from the Wii U console.
Oh, so we have to stay in the house. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. Again, still be able to go to the bathroom, though. Still able to go to the bathroom.
True. True. We never leave.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
You ever get like stuck in there and you're like, if I've been in here for 30 minutes playing a game, I should go do something. Because I'm now just hiding from my family in the bathroom while I play games.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Never do anything.
We have gone on quite the journey, y'all.
We have. And then if I'm editing this, I might keep this in. I might just be like, hey, this is what we talked about today. Don't judge us. You know you do it too.
Don't
lie.
Every one of you with a Switch have sat down and was like, I'm going to the bathroom and I'm bringing this with me. And then decided I live here now.
I'm going to include that in one of our questions of the day.
Have you gone to the bathroom with Switch?
Have you gamed on the toilet?
Oh, absolutely. That has to be over 80% of people saying yes. Because even if you don't count mobile games count. Like if you're on your phone playing some game or on the Discords or the Twitches or whatever, all counts. You're watching a video, still counts. You have entertained yourself in some. That's a better question. Have you entertained yourself? Wait, that sounds.
Wait, we don't want to say it that way.
Have you? Adult question. Have you played a game and or watching a video? I think everyone's watching videos in the bathroom. That's just kind of the thing. Like the days of having a newspaper or a magazine are gone. Now you have your cell phone to read an article or watch a video.
Oh gosh, I can't watch a video because of the sound. I don't know why, but every time I go to the bathroom, I just think that everybody's listening to me. So I have to turn on the sink a little bit because God forbid somebody knows I pee.
That is so funny. Because again, this is not me trying to say that all women do this, but I've noticed that with women, where one of my friends, I was at her apartment and she goes to the bathroom and turns the water on, and I'm like, maybe it takes a while for the hot water to kick in or something. I didn't really get it until one day I didn't confront her. I was like, why do you keep turning the water on? Because your hot water's fine. It's like, oh, I don't want people to hear me. I'm like, hear you? Do you think I have a kink? What's happening? It's not. Again, everyone uses what's that book from kids? Everyone poops or whatever. Everyone poops. There is no stigma to it. I'm not gonna judge you. You're like, hey, puppet, I see that when you urinated that time, it only took you 10 seconds. Are you sure you're drinking enough water?
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
That stream didn't seem as flush as it was, Taz. As it has in the past. I've been studying.
You were definitely sitting down that time. I could tell.
Right. I could tell.
The echo in the room wasn't as strong as it usually is, so you must have been. No. Again, I don't think anyone cares. And again, if they do, don't be friends with those people. If you go to the bathroom, cool. I'm not gonna judge you for it. If you're in there for an hour, I might be like, hey, You okay? It's been an hour.
Yeah, I'm just gaming.
All right, cool. What you playing? Playing Mario Kart? Hold on, let me jump on. Hold on.
Let me jump on.
Hold on. I get my Switch. Jump, kick Taz out. He ain't playing. He ain't winning anymore. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Again,
wow.
Kids, going to the bathroom is very natural. Don't let people put you in like a stigma for it. I remember that as a kid too. It was like, I have to go poop, but I don't want anyone to know that I'm pooping. It's like, no, pooping. Leave me alone, all right? Like,
that's me still. Yep. Me still.
Yeah, don't go in there for like 5 minutes. Yeah, like, okay, cool, whatever. Here's air freshener, please.
Oh, poopery, everyone. Wonderful stuff. Poopery.
Also, I like a good Febreze. Like, Febreze is silent, because like, people also have that stigma of like, oh, I'm spraying and people are going to hear me spraying, right? So get your Febreze or Febreze-like product that has a very silent spritz sound. Can't really hear it. And it does a really good job of like covering up the smells and things as well. I like a good clean linen myself. I just like that smell in general. I love it.
You know what I do? I flush the toilet, and while the toilet is flushing, that's when I spray. Yes,
that is also tech, because it's like, what's that of spray? Or just toilet noises. Especially if it's like a long flushing, like one of our again keeping this all in, by the way. One of our toilets in our new house does like a really long flush for some reason. Like, it's not like the new ones where it just like it's gone and it's never seen again. Like this one, like, no, it wants you to know that I am here for like a good 10 seconds of flushing thing. And I'm like, that's fine. That's cool. It's like, that gives you proper time to do whatever sneaky thing you need to do in the covering of that sound. But I appreciate this toilet. This toilet is going to help someone out.
It's all content, so leave it.
Content.
Are you watching the comments on Twitch? Because Emerald was like getting a bit sidetracked on the poop wagon.
Yes, I mean, we are. You know what? I'm very proud of this segment. Again, I'm here to get away from the stigmas. Oh, you left? Fine. Listen to the podcast then. I'll see you the clip on Discord.
Wow.
Oh man, but yes, we did get sidetracked, but that's fine. Again, I appreciate talking to these
Discord
individuals.
straight up kicked me out. Wow.
Wait, I am on her Discord. That's right. I just posted it on her Discord. Like, she left, but this is what I said.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. But yes. So, hey guys and girls and non-binaries. I hope you enjoyed that segment of us talking about a lot of different things, but also about would you play more games if you had a gaming laptop or a mobile device. If you would like to answer questions like this, please join our Discord on GameRavenReview.com, and a link right there would be for our Discord. Join if you want to. And we're right back with our main segment of the podcast. See you there. Oh, Discord is sexist, doesn't want ladies talking about. Poor Discord. It's gonna be okay. Let's see here. Phones. And this is gonna be round robin again. We're all cool with that. Oh, did you want to talk about something as well, Puppet? Yes.
Oh yes.
You said you wanted to keep something till the podcast about.
Yes, the
something.
hashtag.
Yes, the hashtag. That's it. Yes.
Oh yeah, the mysterious hashtag.
I will save it for the end because I will say, like, hey, if you want to know, if you want to look into more women who are in the industry and more game devs, here's a great hashtag to follow, and here's how it started.
Nice. Okay. I think we all have two. Yeah, we all have two. Cool. And I don't think we have. I'll see. Cool.
And actually, I'm wondering if we need to go round robin.
We can just do the two and keep going.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Whatever numbers that you have, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm finding editing is easier that way too.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me. No. All right. And 3, 2, 1. and welcome back to Game Raven Review Podcast, and our main segment where we're going to talk about games developed by women or strongly influenced by women. Because some of these that we're going to be pulling maybe weren't full directors, and then you also have like names and titles that are kind of what is it exactly that you did. So we're going to go across. I have two. I think Puppet has two. I can count. Don't judge me.
Oh, it's 3.
3? Is it
But
3?
that's okay.
Oh, it's
Yes, I'm going to close this out. Do you want to do that intro again?
How dare you cross me up with my eyes and words?
Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. All right, yeah. Okay. And silence. Find it better. And welcome back to the Game Raven Review Podcast with our main segment, Games Developed by Women. And we kind of picked a few that are special, or at least that caught our eye while researching, again, games developed by women. And we all pretty much have like 2 or 3 that we're going to talk about and just kind of have that discussion as you do every week with this podcast. And I'm almost dying. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to start with a lovely woman by the name of Roberta Williams. She's a game designer and a writer. She has been in the industry longer than I've been alive, and guess what? That's a long time, kids. She has been in the industry since 1953. Oof. Now, if you don't know her by name, you might know her by the game she has actually been a part of. Her and her husband started a little bitty indie game. You maybe not have heard of it, called King's Quest. And if you don't know what that is, if you watch Stranger Things season 3, I think, that is the game that they play in the arcade a lot, where again, man, and like very high animation, like, and not, I guess maybe it would be like the first quick time event game of having to dodge and yes, and that, I guess it would be like the first quick time event. There we go, words. Quick time event type of game that got super successful back in the day to the point that it has several iterations. And Roberta Williams, if I can get my mouse to work, all my points here. But again, yeah, so she did also like Mystery House back in the 80s. And Roberta Williams is also known as, again, where is it? I saved it. Yes, her title among some in the industry is the Queen of Adventure Games. She's also won the Icon Award at the Game Awards and the Pioneer Award at the 20th Game Developer Choice Awards. And then also in 2021, where I believe she won the Icon Award at the Game Awards, she also announced she's working on a game called The Secret. Again, this is one of those, like, again, King's Quest. It's an iconic game to play. Like it's one of those. Okay, King Quest 5 is the last one that her and her husband did, I believe. They did retire in the 90s as well, because if you started this in the 50s, you can kind of see how age might be getting there, and they wanted to retire. I think that makes all the sense in the world. And also, I think I'm mixing up King's Quest with the other game. I am mixing up King's Quest with a different game. What is that game called? But anyway, so King's Quest is the other RPG-like game where you have to walk around and ask people where my kingdom went, because a witch went and stole it.
What?
Yes.
Where's my?
No, that's just one of them.
I stole it.
Like legit, I think it's like King's Quest 3 or 4, where like you're the king of your castle, but you're taking a walk, and then like a wizard comes and like just snatches up your kingdom, and like your castle's just gone. You come back and it's like, where my kingdom at? And then an owl comes, you're like, oh, the great wizard such and such has stolen your castle. Oh. It's like, oh, you didn't help me at all, did you, owl? Saw him take it and leave.
Gonna tell me sooner.
But right, didn't help at all, did you, dumb owl? But no, like this is again like just a classic game. King's Quest is one of those things that I think also got a reboot. Like 2015, yes. And again, it's just, she's one of those names that you see. It's like, you might not know her by her face. And I think that's a lot of like industry, like in the industry, there's not a lot of faces that you might recognize. Like, it's not like like game act, like voice acting, where you can hear a voice like, oh yeah, that's such and such a person. Oh yeah, I know that person from like Naruto or whatever. Like game development is like you have to kind of follow that game and be like, oh, that's who's giving that award speech to do that game. Oh, I've never, if I saw you in the street, I wouldn't know who you are. And I think
which
that
we will circle back to at the end of this segment.
well, that is Roberta Williams, again, game designer and writer. I also, again, both of mine are kind of older school names. We also have Amy Hennig. She is a game director and writer. She has also been doing this for a very long time, going from 1964 to present. One of her most famous games, again, you might have heard of it, is the Uncharted games. Those games are also really well received. A movie just came out. But again, she's been on Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, and Uncharted Drake's Fortune as the creative director. Her resume again is amazing. She also, oh god, I love this. She also was a designer and artist for Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City, which is a Michael Jordan adventure game. Yes, Michael Jordan has an adventure game. It is not good, but you know what? In the 90s, if you were Michael Jordan, you were literally on everything, including Looney Tunes styled games as well. Maybe a movie if you've heard of it, Space Jam.
That an indie movie.
And just,
you know.
but just so much. So that's why it's like you see this on her resume. It's like, oh, that's not surprising. Like, yeah, she's done a lot of different things. She was on Legacy of Kain. She did Soul Reaver 2 as a director and
3?
Also writer. Jak 3, yes.
Holy
She's also on
smokes.
Jak 3. Again, she, like I said, resume, wonderful.
Top notch.
Someone who's doing this for so long. Like it's amazing to see. Like as long as I've been in a job, it's like 3 years, right? Like it's one of those like, man, I don't know how you keep that energy up for so long, right? To say I'm going to continue to strive to do better and better at games. Where you look at her list of games, yeah, all these are good games. Like even as I dump on Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City, like that's still fun.
I need to find a little bit of gameplay for that.
Oh, if you look at the pictures, it doesn't look great. But again, it's a SNES game, right? Like it is putting Michael Jordan's face and throwing basketballs at people. So, yeah. But like she's done a lot of things: 3D basketball, Blood Omen. Again, Legacy of Kain. All these games that I think most people look at and say are really positive. I think that's also great to have on your resume. Not saying that people who have like bad games on their resume are doing, not a good job, but it's also something to see like all these games are hits, in my opinion. Like you look at all these, like, yep, nope, these are the ones that you're like, oh yeah, I remember that game. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that, and that was always fun to play. Let's see, Jak and Daxter. And just a little blurb here from one of the articles I read. Her cinematic writing and creative direction has defined a generation, and she is now considered one of the most influential women in the game industry. And again, that is Amy Hennig. Again, if you would like to play some of her games, look her up. She has a wonderful library of games. Again, the Uncharted games, the Jak and Daxter, Jak 3, Soul Reaver, some of these games I think, and she's also a writer for Forspoken, which is a game that I think is this year. I think Forspoken is this year, but she's also a writer on that,
She's doing
Yeah.
Forspoken too?
Yes.
Holy smokes! This game is supposed to be like top notch.
It's supposed to be kind of crazy. Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of crazy.
God, this chick
So again,
like defined
resume
a
is good.
generation of gaming and continues to do so.
And that's on like to have that same energy for math, 70 years? Yeah, for like 70 years of doing something. My back hurts. Like no, and I'm okay. Like listen, I hope to have 20 years in the industry that I can be like, yeah, I've done this for 20 years. I think that's an accomplishment. You look at her starting from like the late 80s going to 2022 still is an inspiration, because I don't know if I could continue to do the same thing over and over again, even if you're doing different projects, to still be in this and still have that fire to say, yo, I still want to continue to do it, even at my like later stages of life. Yeah,
It's crazy to see how
exactly.
many like companies she's worked with too. Very different.
Yeah. Yes. EA back in the day when before they became the EA of today.
Yeah, right.
Atari, Crystal Dynamics, Eidos Interactive, Sony Entertainment because of the Jack and Daxter and the Uncharted games. Then again EA again, and then now Square Enix. Again, just a wonderful resume. Again, seems to be a very talented individual. Again, I want to see what she does with Forspoken because hopefully that game is going to be as good as people say it is. But again, look up her games, play them if they are available in your region because regions are hard sometimes. And those are my two. Taz, you're next.
I'm gonna give it a sec. There's a lot of movement going around in the house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
I didn't see
we're
it.
settling. That's why Puppet left. Just to.
Oh, she did leave. I
Just
was not looking.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, no. So I'm just gonna give it a sec.
Okay.
Make sure everyone's settled, ready to
Um,
go. I'm so excited for Forspoken too.
Yeah. Like it looks good. There's, like I said, there's still some things that need to be smoothed out. Like watching that, I don't know, was it a PlayStation showcase or whatever it was when they showed Forspoken again, like their combat system. There's some not frame drops, but like chunkiness there a little. I'm like that could be the stream, that could be just this is an early build. So
Right.
hope that works out. Again, there's a female protagonist though, good.
Yeah, this game is definitely going to be up there in terms of like who's gonna win Game of the Year, Forspoken or Elden Ring, for sure.
Or Pokemon. You don't think Arceus can get in there? He can
Technically,
sneak in.
actually, yeah, Arceus released in February, or January.
See?
I forget.
It was in January. It was this calendar year.
But
Pokemon
definitely
can
not
make
Game of the Year. Nope.
He can at least get the nomination, and then everyone will be like, "Yeah, don't do it."
Yeah, don't do it.
This isn't. What else is coming this year? Is God of War still this year?
Is it going to come out this year?
I think it's slated for 22, isn't it?
God of War Ragnarok. It says 2022,
Ah,
and God of War won Game of the Year in 2018, I think.
yes. But are you cool?
Can we watch this trailer for Forspoken?
Sure.
Yeah.
I would love to. Sorry, I was running around because our neighbor came over and then just all this stuff. But I'm back. Thank you for mentioning Amy Hennig. I didn't know about her. And wow, yeah, she's done so much. Quite amazing.
Yeah, she is. Like it's cool to see like the games she's worked on. Like I said, like they're all even the Michael Jordan game, are all good games. Like Michael Jordan's might maybe more camp, but like all these are really good games, man. Like, it's awesome. I don't know. It's cool to see like your resume. It's like no, none of these are like super bad. Like all these are really good. But Forspoken.
Ready?
Oh, I should look over here more often.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal. We are getting out
jumped,
of
oh.
the city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats.
Yes, cats.
No more fights. Clean air, bright skies.
Oh, it's like an isekai.
I'm saying God stole her as well. Arcee is just taking bodies.
Gosh, the graphics look amazing.
And that's one thing also that kind of gets lost. Like, if you see this actress in real life, she looks like this.
Wow.
Like, versus like some games you'll see them like, and it's like you haven't seen this person ever.
Whoa. Where on earth is this?
Asuka,
Who's there?
And technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself.
Show myself. I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm.
Man with accent always just making me smile.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing a freaking dragon, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts, I'll probably fly next.
No, you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
Our land suffers. You are the only hope we have. You're special.
You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sylar. Tanta Sylar is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas. You will be doing our land a great service by killing her.
I love all the female characters. Holy.
And your villain is also a woman. Yay. Need more female villains out here that can punch in the face. Yeah.
Like, that's literally the first game I've seen where women heavily outweigh the male characters.
Demon. I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Sylar.
Can't see. She's wrecking me. No.
Didn't collapse.
She's wrecking
gosh.
me. Spring.
Cool.
I have like goosebumps. That looks so good.
So that means.
Oh
I need
my
to save
gosh,
money
I just
buy
wanna
a
cry.
PlayStation.
Oh my lord. It's also going to be on Steam.
Also true.
Oh, it is.
And that's I guess, good part. Cause like when everyone doesn't have, again, $500 to give out to PlayStation and their PS5s, if you already have a computer and you want to upgrade to a different graphics card that you could hopefully find at retail at your local micro center, not Spawn, you can do so. Because I think Steam is always a good option to have. Even if you get to run it at like a lower setting, I think that's fine. Like as long as it's playable, play it. Before spoken to release date, what is that?
October 11th.
Is it October now? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, that I don't mind. Like, if as long as you push that back, like, and like, it doesn't have to be reasonable. Just, like, again, you said spring and now it's fall. Cool. Okay. At least I know you're working on the game. Like, please don't have it come out and again, we have to wait a week and be like, yeah, here's another 10 gig download. We didn't load all the assets in. We're so sorry. We're sorry if people's faces are melting off. Which Assassin's Creed was that? Was it Unity? Or like load in with no face, so all you saw was eyeballs and mouth?
Oh yeah, Unity had is probably the best Assassin's Creed game, but had the worst launch because of how buggy it was.
I'm like, come on, guys. Just, you had one job. Load in the face. Like, even if I don't get dialogue, please just let me not get nightmare fuel to my child who is playing this game. Now it's like, oh, that's how that face looks on the inside. So,
Oh, funny.
but yeah, Forspoken, great game. I want it to come out now, please.
Yeah, it looks amazing. Again, amazing how many female characters there are. Like, I have played so many games where you do not see one female. And that trailer, I've never, ever, ever seen a game with so many females. I am just so excited. Like, I hate that I'm excited about this, but like, and females of color too. Like, what? It looks amazing. Wow. Thank you for sharing that.
My pleasure. All right. Are we all good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Taz, you are next on the list.
Oh boy. I don't know if I can follow that. Actually, no. There's no need to follow because these are all amazing women in the gaming world. My first choice, or my first female lead gaming developing person, Kim Swift, team leader and level designer for Portal, which if you haven't already played, play it. It's amazing. She also did, where'd it go? Has been involved in other Valve projects, most notably Left 4 Dead and its sequel Left 4 Dead 2, which I played a ton of. And with Portal, along with another writer, won Game Developers Choice Awards for Best Design, Innovation, and Game of the Year, because not only was she the leader of Portal, but she was also a level designer. So if you're playing Portal and you're going through it, just think of Kim Swift. She's the one that created this little puzzle for you to solve, you know. And other notable games, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, Half-Life 2 Episode 2, Quantum Conundrum, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the 2017 release. She also hosted the 20th Game Developers Choice Award on March 2020, actually. Has also quite the resume in terms of her work. So it's very fascinating to me, and like, you know, to be and like, you know, for full you know, transparency, doing research on this topic for this week's podcast, it kind of took my breath away in a positive way how many games that I love were developed by women. Not that that changes anything, but the fact that I don't know that already. We should always look to seeing who's making our favorite work, who is the artist to our paintings, our games, our movies, our shows, who is the one behind the wheel to these things, because it can tell a lot about the story itself. So she was one I was like, holy smokes, loved all of those games, and she made it happen. So Kim Swift, know her name. And actually, she so for her history on Portal, she was a DigiPen alum, developing Narbacular Drop, which was a Portal-based game that was then presented to Valve, and, you know, Gabe Newell was like, I like this, I see this, I want it, here you go, here's a job. So that's like awesome to see, like, someone work so hard, and then someone as, you know, as a legend as Gabe Newell was just like, I recognize your skill, I recognize your talent, here you go. And I freaking love that. My second women in gaming industry, for a smaller indie game scale, is Natalia Martinson, creative director and game designer, and for Kill Monday Games. Originally started as a team of 2 with her husband, and for a little game called Fran Bow, which is an amazing indie horror game. If you haven't already played it, she wrote the story, designed the characters, and took care of the art and animation for that game. And I remember when that game came out, I think 2013, it just got all the rage. It was so, like, everyone wanted to play it, all the YouTubers were playing it, because it's like a point and click horror game, really in your face with the horror. And since their starting of Kill Monday Games, they have definitely grown into what it is now, with a bunch of other people, developers and designers, things like that under the belt, and they're still very active in the gaming community in the indie world. So that was Natalia Martinson. There you go.
Cool, very cool. Thanks for throwing that indie in there too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Rainbow was the one where you took drugs to see the other, like, side, right?
Yes.
Yes. Very dark game.
Yeah, very dark game.
Very dark game. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, man. Awesome though. Yeah, I don't know. Like I enjoy giving people their flowers, I guess is the term. You know, like actually saying, "Hey, you did a good job." Outside of like, yeah, you get your game awards and stuff, and all that. People buy your games, but it's also to say, "Go, no, I had an experience playing your game, like an experience that I might not have gotten if you didn't make it, especially if it comes from a different side." You know that, like Puppet said, like there's not a lot of female leads out there in a game. And so for you to actually be able to point at something, it's like, no, I also struggle with mental health. Or again, what is it? What's the game you played, Puppet? Mori? No?
Oh, Omori, yeah.
Mori. Like games like that to me, it's like, no, this helped me out because I saw myself in these characters. And there's been studies done, like having someone kind of look like you, kind of speak like you, kind of be like you helps that individual invest more into that franchise, into that game, because you can be like, no, this is the experience that I've had as XYZ. So definitely enjoy the indie games, because indie games are just doing, I was gonna say doing more, but that seems like, you know, to be my indie elitist, you know, push my glasses up. Yeah, indie games are better than AAA games. I mean, it's not untrue, but
I mean, it's true. Yeah, Omari, Omocat, who developed Omari, also female.
Oh.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Segway. You don't have any list, do you? It was like,
No, I don't.
Case, but I'm like, did I just see that and then be like, my mind thought I made that up? And again, I stole from the woman again. I'm like, no, I didn't mean to do that.
No, it wasn't on my list, but I'm glad you mentioned it because that's a great game. Yeah.
Oh, man. But hey, Puppet, speaking of great games and great people, better than what you stealing. What are some of the women in game development that you want to talk about?
Well, I'm going to start with Aya Kyogoku. And I can't not mention her because I love Nintendo, in case you were wondering. And she's worked on all kinds of stuff, especially the Animal Crossing series. She has been the director and producer on most of the games, including Animal Crossing New Leaf, which is a wonderful game, and the New Horizons as well. She also worked on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. She was the original game supervisor for that game. But the game that I am most grateful for her work on, she was the script writer for Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, which she won an award for from the Game Developers Choice Awards. So for her work on Twilight Princess. Wonderful individual, gave us what we needed during the pandemic with Animal Crossing. Thank God for her. Yeah, Twilight Princess, one of my top favorite Zelda games. So she started her career in 2000, so she's been doing this for a little bit. Not nearly as long as the ones you mentioned, Sam, but she's done, you know, it's 2022 now? 22 years. It's a long time to be in the industry. So that is Aya Kyogoku as my first. My second is Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I see. I'm like, wait, what? My brain is so many different places right now. Okay, I gotta focus. Yeah, so that's my AAA gal I wanted to mention because Nintendo, we love it. I wanted to mention a couple other female devs that have games coming out here soon that have not been released yet, but that are wonderful game devs, and they're indie studios. The first, which we've talked about many times, and we've actually had them here on the podcast, is Kristalla. Kristalla is it's a dark fantasy RPG that is coming out here very soon, and it features feline warriors, so cats, and fighting, so that's fun, and magic and all the things. Anyway, it's by Astral Clockwork Studios, and it was started in 2018 by Ali, Tiffany, and Sarah. And now it has over 30 creators from all over the world that are working on this game. It looks amazing, so amazing. And these 3 women, they're just incredible individuals, and they have done quite a few things. Sarah, in particular, she is a Women in Games ambassador, and their game has been nominated for a few awards. So, can we watch the trailer for Kristalla? They just dropped a new trailer. Yeah, a gameplay trailer in January. So I would love to look at that. And while he's pulling that up, sorry, I messaged you in the voice chat. I thought you saw my message, but that's okay. It is going to be on the PC, but they're also going to port it to the Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, and the Xbox One as well. So
Nice.
It'll be on a bunch of different consoles. Yay, thank you.
I had a vision. Stranger, traveler, share my vision. I see the crystals, our lords and masters since the beginning of time, holding the clans of Isla together. I see your proving, your journey to become one of the crystal's greatest warriors. I see a curse befalling the world of Isla, transforming its humble creatures into horrible monsters. I see our war with Dakota reaching new heights of bloodshed and misery. And I see you. You will fight the evils plaguing Isla. You will embark upon a journey riddled with action and surprise. Your powers will grow and evolve. You will build a mighty arsenal with weapons, armor, and magic. You will learn the true histories of Isla, the clans, and the crystals themselves. You will journey throughout the clans of Isla, learning their ways, gaining their powers, and protecting their citizens. Stranger, traveler, the time has come. Your destiny awaits. Take up your arms. Embark upon your journey. Become one of the Raksaka. Traveler, please, save our world.
Sweet. Yeah. A few gosh, was it like 6 months ago? I don't know. We got a custom build that we got to play, and Taz, you got to play a little bit of it too. It is a Souls-like game, so it can be fairly difficult, but I had a good time with it. I remember playing that game, and it's an early build that we played, but I felt like time was going by faster than I realized, and that's when you know it's a good game. So if you like Souls-like games and you like cats and you like fantasy and magic and adventure and all that, Kristalla is a game to check out, and it's also being developed by a women-led team. So yeah, I wanted to mention that one. And then another one, Critter Crops, is being developed by a solo developer by Skyreach Studios. And I'm so sorry, I'm not remembering her name. Just a minute. Please hold.
While you're finding that, speaking of Cristala, I also got to see like one of the earlier builds of that game. Those women have been at work, boy. Like that looks amazing. Like that fur tech. Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
I know.
Like that looks so good. Like that's why I have faith in indie games, right? Because that, like indie games, you want to be successful, of course, but there is no like, oh, Sony, Xbox behind you kind of thing. This is your passion project. So you have to make this like the best game you can make, because why would I be doing this without wanting to do that? Like seeing all that work going in and like having people, hopefully, again, I haven't checked to see what the YouTube comments are about it, but like to be positive about your game, like that has to feel like awesome.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yep. Yeah.
Like the movement looked good. Oh man. Again, and Taj played Elden Ring and stuff. Like it kind of reminds me of, again, the FromSoft kind of combat from their Dark Soulsian, I'm going to hate this game after a while. Not because I'm not having fun, because I've died 50 times to that one boss, and I just like, I'm gonna put this game down before I throw my controller at the screen, because I keep dying because I forget to roll.
I gotta get going.
Great.
Yeah. It's been super fun to watch their development and everything. Yeah, I've been stoked for it. What first got me involved in that game was the lore. There's so much lore in that game. The story itself, the clans, it's just so well fleshed out. And I love that part. I love the story part of games. And then on top of it, to have all of those other features, it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited. And to see them like finally release their trailer, and they've been at the wow, my brain is like slowing down, y'all. What is that conference that just happened?
GDC or whatever?
Yeah, Game Developers Conference. Yeah, they just brought it there too.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, they did. Just this last month. Yeah. Yeah, pretty great. So, Critter Crops, also being developed by a solo dev. They are Skyreach Studios. She is wonderful and amazing, and I wanted to mention them because, again, we love solo devs here at Game Raven, and this solo dev is a female, and they are launching their Kickstarter in 2 days. So by the time this podcast comes out, it will be live, and basically Critter Crops is freaking adorable. It is what it sounds like. You get to plant and grow little critters. And it's just so cute, and it's spoopy because it's like Halloween themed. We love it. I also got to play an early version of the game and just had so much fun as this adorable orange-haired little girl walking around and planting little, cute creatures. So go check that out. Again, their Kickstarter is starting on March 28th, I think. Yes, March 28th. It starts. So yes, super cute. There you go. Those are my two indie developers who are women, and Omari. I forgot about that completely. Thank you for mentioning that earlier. I love Omari, and OmoCat is an artist as well. Makes very cool Japanese American pop art. Very, very cool stuff. So I also wanted to mention, if you guys are looking for more ladies in gaming or lady devs to follow, especially indie devs, there is a hashtag on Twitter that is trending called "What a Game Dev Looks Like," And I wanted to talk about this for a second because, Sam, you mentioned earlier in the podcast how we don't always know what the people look like who are behind the games that we play. And a lot of the story has to do with that. So back in 2019, a gal named JC Lau was at the Game Developers Conference, and she was in line to get her badge, and she was stopped 3 times by security, telling her that the line she was standing in was only for speakers. 3 times. And from there, she was like, I'm sorry, has anybody else experienced this? And guess what? A lot of women in gaming have experienced stuff like this. Hey, you're in the wrong line. Are you supposed to be here? Who are you? Kind of this, it's like, you know, you kind of feel like an imposter anyway, and then to have it reaffirmed by the people around you is not fun. So she started a hashtag called What a Game Dev Looks Like, and around this time every year it trends on Twitter, and it's just a lot of lady devs just kind of taking selfies and showing people, hey, this is what I look like. You know, I don't look like you would think I do. Here are the games I'm working on. Here's what I'm doing in the gaming industry. So yeah, I just wanted to bring up that story and encourage you guys to look into more lady devs, because there's a lot of them in the world, and there's a lot, at least from what I've learned from what you guys shared too earlier on the podcast. Like, I didn't know some of these women, and they're very influential in gaming, and we don't talk about them. So yeah.
Do you research, kids? Go out there, look up the people, and don't look them up too hard, I guess. Just Instagram and Twitter, nothing more than that. Stories out there in the world. But no, I think that's awesome to have. Like, this is what a game developer looks like. Just to put a face to, oh man, I love the Uncharted games. I wonder who worked on that. Oh, it's these people. Nice. You know, it's good to have kind of that face to product. I think that gets lost a lot of times. There's a story where I live in Dallas where there's a basketball player by the name of JJ Barea, who is roughly like me and Taz's height, right? Which you think basketball player, you don't think that he would be playing basketball. So kind of like her story where he tries to go, you know, through the players only, like, hey kid, where you going? Well, I'm with the team. Sure you are. But no, I'm an NBA champion though. Like I beat LeBron James. You're like 5'8". Get out of here. And he had to like Google himself and be like, no, seriously, see the Google.
Google.
And to me, like, it's sad to not be able to put that. Like, I have sometimes issues with faces. So again, if I can look at them, like, I think I know who that is. Let me do a search. Oh, yeah, it's this person. Like, give them flowers. Shoot them like a tweet and be like, hey, man, I love your games. I listen to Game Raven Review, you know, wink, wink, nod, nod. And they told me about you, man. I really appreciate you and all the things you guys are doing in the industry. Thank you for all your hard work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's not just women too, like people of color and non-Americans too.
Non-binary, like, all of it.
Yep, non-binary. Like, there's so many, you know, circles of people who are here in the industry, you know, around.
But again, I always want to say, give people their flowers while they're alive. Give them their props while they're doing it. Because, again, stories time with Sam. There was I think it was Street Fighter 5, I think, where there's a YouTuber and Twitch person by the name of Maximilian Dude. I love Max a lot. He does fighting games, where it got to the point he got so big in the fighting game industry that when they were developing that video game, they would play his videos to inspire the workers. Because, you know, he's doing like, yes, I don't say he's Twitch acting, but he's like super excited. Like, yo, this game got announced. I love this game. I love this series. And one day, like he was at like an E3 or whatever, and they put him to the side. Like, I just want you to know that when we get down or we don't feel like we can make it today, we play your video. Because it just inspires us to continue to work. Because again, hey, video games are hard, man. You're talking about like 3 to 5 years if you're AAA or even indie devs to get your game out there, sometimes longer. It can feel like this is going nowhere. I'm stuck at trying to create this level. So to give that person, you know, the hey man, I hope the development's going great. You know, can't wait to see the game come out. Here's my Switch friend code or whatever. Like, just like, hey, let's like just give them the props they need, man. Because you never know what developers happening or that person's going through. To give them just that, hey man, I think you're doing a good job, Puppet. I think you're doing a great job, Taz. I think you're doing an awesome job. Keep up the good work, and you never know what that can do for a person.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's my inspirational minute for the day. Oh man, so thank you all for listening to our podcast this week. I have been your host, Sam, and you can find me on any social media under Sam Said It DFW. Puppet, where can you be found?
I'm Puppet Master N. That's Puppet Master EN. And you can find me here on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Yeah, I also stream here on this channel on Saturday nights when my internet is working. On my own channel, I stream all kinds of stuff. So come see me.
And Taz, where can you be found?
Yes, you can find me at TazT3 on all social medias. I do stream for Game Raven Review Twitch channel on Sunday nights, along with Dark Isle, doing Raven parties. Those are fun. Tonight we were playing Overcooked 2 at the time of recording. It's been a good time. And then I also stream on Monday nights, playing whatever's hot and spicy in the indie world. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you there.
And as always, you can find all of us on Twitter and Twitch at Game Raven Review, and also on GameRavenReview.com. And there on GameRavenReview.com will be a link to our Discord. Join if you would like. Thank you again for listening to this podcast. Have a fantastic week, and until next time, goodbye.